What's going on, everybody? This is the Jackson, and welcome to race number 3 of my NASCAR Racing 3 2014 Mod Championship Series. This week we will be racing at Las Vegas, and you can see that I have thrown up the results of the first practice session here at Vegas. But before I show that, let me just explain why I am in 18th and have only ran 7 laps. I ran a full practice session. I put down about 25 to 30 laps, and I had a decent time. It was in the top 5, so I was up towards the top, but I accidentally backed out of the entire session, so all of that got erased. I came in and I didn't want to run all the laps over again because I felt pretty confident, so I just ran a few qualifying runs just to figure a few things out. But anyways, before I go over all of these practice results, I want to discuss something that happened last race at Rockingham, and more specifically at the end of the race. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened. Alright, so you can see there that number 51 in the red car, Justin Allgaier, tore up my race car. He came and hit me, and I was confused at the time. I had no idea what was going on. Everyone seemed to be going crazy and was in a frantic, I don't know. It was a mess. But anyways, he approached me, confronted me, we had words, and it appears that I actually was going on entry in one of the final laps into a turn and forced him out of his groove, pushed him up the track a little bit, and he was not happy about that, and he decided that was worthy of taking out my car. So that didn't go over well. That conversation went nowhere, so it appears that I kind of have a little bit of a rivalry going on here with Justin Allgaier. Not one of the big names, but hey, he tore up my race car. I'm not happy about it. I probably shouldn't have done that. You guys know at the end of Rockingham, I messed up and pitted, but I did have fresh tires, and everyone ahead of me was on old tires, and I had to just go all out. I didn't do anything crazy to Allgaier, but I did force him up. We can go ahead and look at that real quick. So you can kind of see there that I did kind of make him get out of his racing groove, but I don't think that is worthy of tearing up a perfectly good race car. But hey, we're just gonna have to settle things, like good old race car drivers. So, anyways, let's take a look here. You can see that Brad Keselowski, he's got the fastest lap in early practice at 166.5 miles per hour. Casey Mears actually second, and Eric Almirola has third. Kyle Larson, so a lot of these up and comers, Eric Almirola, Kyle Larson, they're up there. So, and Tony Stewart, who has had a rough year thus far. He did not have a good Daytona 500 or a good race at Rockingham, and he has practice here in the top 5. Then you've got Joey Logano with the 6th fastest time, Austin Dillon in 7th, Martin Truex Jr. in 8th, Michael Annett in 9th, that's odd, and Paul Menard in 10th. You can see Jeff Gordon is back in 12th, and our points leader right now, who's only leading me by a couple of points, Kurt Busch, he has placed in 13th this practice. We'll ignore me because that time doesn't really matter. Denny Hamlin is back in 23rd, along with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Carl Edwards in 24th and 25th. And Danica Patrick, who is tied with me in 2nd in points, is in 31st. Trying to see here. Greg Biffle, 36th. Kevin Harvick all the way back in 37th. Matt Kenseth all the way back in 40th. And wait a second, I misread. In 13th, that was Kyle Busch. Kurt Busch, the points leader, is currently in the last position in the first practice. So that's really interesting, as we're going to head over and qualify. Alright, so let's get this qualifying run started. Now, with all of that talk of drama that happened at Rockingham, I did not really get the time to talk about how I feel about this track. Now, I have raced at this track a little bit, even, post-childhood. I've raced at it recently with the wheel, and it is still not a great track for me. I don't really like this track very much. It's kind of hard for me to drive. It's pretty tough to pass here, and I just think it's a little difficult to drive in traffic in general. So this qualifying run is going to be pretty important, because if I get stuck behind a bunch of cars that are much slower than me, it's going to be pretty likely that I'm going to get into a wreck. So let's see how this run goes. Hopefully it's pretty good. On the high side there. Kind of unexpected. And we got a 163.5. That is not quite what I was looking for, but it's not the worst. So we're just gonna have to see where I'm gonna be starting. I'm hoping that it's gonna be somewhere towards the middle of the pack and not too far back, because like I said, my chances of getting in a wreck raise greatly if I am behind a bunch of lap cars, because it is kind of tough to pass on this track, and sometimes you get into awkward positions, and it's really hard to control your car in the turns sometimes in traffic. So we're just gonna have to see where we're gonna be. Alright, here we are. The pace lap is starting for this race here in Las Vegas. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to survive today. I think that's going to be the key, because as I mentioned in qualifying, I am not the greatest here when it comes to driving in traffic, and I just need to not make any big mistakes. Hopefully I'm going to be able to make some passes and not get in too many sticky situations. So some of this is going to depend on how the AI bunches up, because usually when you're driving in these races, you're less in control of what's going on. Your moves are kind of dictated by what goes on around you a lot of the time. So hopefully I'm not forced into some bad situations, and if we can work our way up, try to get a top 10. I think my goal for the day is going to be a top 10. If I'm able to get up there and race for the lead at the end of the race, I'm going to be thrilled. But I think my main goal here is to just put myself in a position to get a top 10. And of course, I'm going to be battling Danica Patrick and Kurt Busch. We know Kurt Busch qualified well, so we definitely have to worry about him. Danica Patrick qualified 33rd, so we'll keep a tab on her. We'll make sure that, if she makes her way up the field, we got to see if we can't get in front of her. But all right, slowing down a little bit for the start. Still not the worst. This is probably the best start that I've gotten all year. I wanted to say restart, but technically this is just the very first thing of the day, and they are bunched up there. You can see some 3-wide racing going on up front. I'm much faster than Kyle Larson right now. Oh, no. He's sliding up the track, and I can't. The way I was in that groove right there, if I touch that wheel and even try to inch my way up, my car is going to completely lose it. And if I can keep it out of the wall, I'm going to just slide up near the wall. So, and you can see how kind of crazy it is sometimes, especially on restarts. That's where it's going to get crazy, and I'm really going to have to survive. I think all this craziness will fizzle out eventually, and might get more single file stuff going, but right now it's pretty crazy. Still, you can see some 3-wide racing. People are still really going for position right now. Kind of weird. We still have 50 laps to go, so not a huge rush right now. And another thing that we need to worry about is tire wear. The tires, the way I slide around on this track, I know my tire wear is going to be pretty bad, so... Rockingham, whoa! Everyone got bunched up. This is just crazy. My car got sucked onto the apron. I had to brake so hard. Let's see what we can't do if we run down here a little lower. 3 wide here. Got plenty of room. There is plenty of room to run 3 wide on this track. But my car is just not handling well right now. Way too loose on exit. Like I was saying, with the tire wear, it was huge for what happened at Rockingham. It completely shifted the results of Rockingham, pit stops and tire wear. So hopefully I can be more on the ball for this race. I'm definitely going to be... Oh my goodness. I can't... Oh my god. That's his own fault. What is Newman doing? He forced me down to enter from the bottom, and you cannot do that on this track. You'll just slide up into the wall. I had to really get on the brakes there like crazy. Just holding the brakes. I knew I was screwed as soon as I saw where I was going to be entering from. But, you know, you can't enter the turn from the apron on this track. So. And you can kind of see there's still some pretty intense racing going on here. I've only gained, let's see, 3 spots from the start of the race, but I'm just looking to get settled in here, and nobody is really settling in, so we're just going to have to try to get up here and race a little crazy too. It has fizzled out a little bit, but still some pretty intense racing. That was a great entry, but they're way too slow up here, and I have to get on the brake. Lose all my momentum. Here comes Stewart. And look at that. Look at my car. It just slides straight down on the exit. Not handling the greatest right now. And there's Allgaier. I did not mention where he would be starting. Gotta hope that we can, oh my goodness, avoid confrontation with him. Because even though I'm not thrilled with getting my race car torn up, I know it's not worth getting this race car torn up during a race. But I slid up in front of him, made the pass. Some tight racing there. Looks like Allgaier is going to be coming up on me here. I did not win that battle up there with Almirola and Stenhouse. We're back in the top 20 here. Here's Earnhardt Jr. Looks like he's fallen back a few spots, I believe. There's Truex Jr. And Stenhouse Jr.'s behind me, so we've got the juniors here. I need to get in front of this Truex Jr. and let all the juniors race together. Oh no. Okay, he didn't run me to the bottom, so it's all good, but my car is sliding everywhere. That's my bad, Truex. That is my bad. Entered way too low. Let's see. Tire wear looks, well, we've only ran 14 laps or 13 laps here, so I don't know. That tire wear doesn't look great to me. Looks like we probably will need a stop. So if we get a caution, we'll probably be taking tires. At least two, at least right sides. You can see Gordon has worked his way up there. I'm looking ahead at the lead. Matt Kenseth is still leading, but you got Gordon making a push on the bottom for third, so he's worked his way up from around, I think he qualified somewhere around 15th, so he's doing pretty well. And we're doing pretty well. We're closing in on the top 10 here. And now that I've noticed my tire wear, though, how it's not looking the greatest, probably not going to drive as crazily for a position right now. I'm going to try to keep a minimum here on tire wear. Oh, whoa, Jimmy. Come on, man. That's probably my bad. I probably shouldn't have poked under him like that. Not the smartest decision, so. I don't know. Nothing happened, so we don't have to worry about it. And the way that I ran the groove there in that turns, you can kind of hear your tires sliding around on this game. And that sounded pretty good, the way I drove that turn. Now in the 12th position. And I'm starting to think that I do have enough speed to be able to race for a lead here. I just gotta hope. I guess I'm probably gonna need a caution of some sort because I don't think I can run this whole race. My tires are gonna go into the yellow pretty soon. Definitely before the race ends. My right sides are gonna go into the yellow, and at that point, this car is not gonna be able to drive at all. It's gonna start sliding up and getting tight, not being able to turn. Oh, there's a wreck! As I'm talking about it. Come on, caution flag. Come on. He hit the wall. There's got to be a caution. Are you serious? There has to be a caution. No. I was about to say the timing is just beautiful. As I'm talking about it, it happens. No way. There has to be damage on his car. There has to be some sort of debris. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I think that was Ambrose that spun out. And you can obviously see here that he hit the wall. There has to be damage. I mean, you're going through the turn at 145 miles an hour and you hit the wall suddenly after spinning. I mean, you're going to be hitting the wall at least 100 miles an hour. Close to it, so. You can see Ambrose in the pits, and that kills him too that there's not a caution. He's out here getting lapped. Oh, that's devastating, because we might not get another wreck. And if this whole race just goes green or something like that, I'm definitely screwed, because I know I can't run the whole race on these tires. And you can see Kurt Busch up there in second, making a run for a lead, so I'm definitely desperate to get a caution so I can be more comfortable in with my tires. And I'm really not racing as crazy to try to save my tires here. Yeah, they're starting to get there. Come on, NASCAR. How do you not throw the caution? That is still just... That is killing me right now. Everybody's starting to run different lines there. They all just fanned out. It's kind of weird. And I had to get on my brake there. I was worried Hamlin was going to come down right over me. And look at Jeff Gordon up there in third, moving under Kurt Busch, trying to make a move on him. There's some intense racing up here for the lead. This is crazy. Because, I mean, they're racing each other hard for a second. But... they're right behind Kenseth. Kenseth isn't pulling away. And Hamlin finally moves up, and it looks like Harvick's trying to move up to give me the spot. I don't know. I'm gonna run low here, see if my spotter will clear me. Now, Harvick is not letting me by. And I'm surprised. There's another spin. Yes! We got the yellow flag. This is perfect. And we need this. And we might lose position. I have no idea what everyone else is going to do. But it doesn't matter because I know that I cannot. It's even more important. If everyone stays out, that means that they're going to be able to run this race with the current tire wear that they're doing. Alright, here we go. There's the yellow flag.
Stay behind 5 cars.
Whoa. If people go in, I'm probably going to take just right sides if a bunch of people go in. If anyone goes in. But if I look like I'm going to be the only one, I'll just go ahead and take 4. I mean, might as well. Make sure we don't fill up our tank so we can retain some of that speed. I think pit road's about to open here.
Pit road is now open.
And nobody is showing that they're going in. So I guess I'll just take 4. None of the leaders are going in.
Pass the 4 car. Watch your speed, watch your speed. 4,000.
Wow. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Is nobody going in at all? Johnson wrecked, so obviously he's going in. Wow, we are starting in last.
Keep it on. 4,000. 4,000.
And there's no need for us to even come close to speeding because as far as I know, Johnson is the only one on pit road. Because, let's see, if he's in 42nd, Ambrose is probably in 43rd, and I don't think Ambrose is even on pit road, so. Wow, I can't believe this, that nobody is pitting. Last week in Rockingham, a bunch of people pitted. Now, I will say that there's not much that I can, be upset with myself about, because I could visibly see that if we ran another, 10 laps, my tires were going to be done. And I probably would have lost all these spots eventually. Trust me, when your tires get in that yellow, it starts getting really bad. And if, you make a mistake on good tires, and considering I'm not an actual professional stock car driver, I'm bound to make plenty of mistakes throughout a race like this. So you make those on good tires, and you lose a few spots, something. There's some small repercussions. You do it on bad tires, you lose 5-10 spots at a time. You could hit the wall because you can't turn the car. So wow, I mean, this is still just crazy that I'm starting in 41st. But I'm glad Jimmy Johnson wrecked there because we still have the majority of the race to go. Well, not the majority, but we have a lot of the race to go. And I know I can make my way up there. And now that I have brand new tires and we are past halfway, I can just race as hard as I want until the end. Because obviously my tires weren't in the yellow yet. And we went past halfway, so that means I can just run these tires as hard as I can. And that's what we're gonna do. Now we're getting more desperate. I came into this with more of a conservative mindset, but whenever you're the only one who pits and you're starting 41st, and you know that you have a top 10 car and a car that could probably race for the lead if have decent track position and you're up there with fresh tires. Yeah, you really don't want to waste this opportunity. I know that I'm fast enough, so. Oh, we're going green right here. Whoa. Are you serious? What is this?
Green flag.
Green flag? Oh my goodness. Look at this. You're at a complete disadvantage. They all just stopped. I can't focus on that. We're just gonna have to. God, they're going so slow. Just gonna have to pick these cars off back here, get around them, to make our way up here. Oh my goodness. This game. I discussed the AI, and we've had a few little run-ins with the AI, but are you serious? I mean, I know sometimes they give you a little brake check on restarts, but that was just unreal. And look at this. We're just flying by people. Oh, we've made up, 7 spots? We've made up 6 spots so far. And I want to get up here in this pack and race. We do have plenty of laps to do that, though. That's the good thing. Now I'm really worried that we're going to get a restart, later in the race. And they're going to do that. Now I know to expect it, but I still felt like I actually handled that really well. That sudden stop. I handled it pretty well, actually, but it's just impossible to do anything with that and come out, racing like everyone else is up front. Wow. Well, we're running pretty fast times right now, so just gotta focus here. Make our way past these slower cars. And I wonder where Danica is. You guys haven't seen her yet, haven't you? Because I've just been driving by cars, not even paying attention. Kind of like when you get to driving on the interstate and you forget that you're driving. I see Allgaier up here in 30th, so good to see that he's not doing the greatest. We got 20 more laps coming here at the line. Get under Kligerman. He's forcing me down a little bit. I'm not happy about that. But I'm gonna expect some weird stuff like that because I'm just driving like crazy. Oh, and look here. Who is that? Is that Reagan? David Reagan? Oh, whoa! What the? An Allgaier. What the heck, man? Seriously? Are you serious right now? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that was my fault or not, but geez, I felt like I was just braking like normally. And I jammed on the brakes to try to avoid that. And look at that crossover. Get crossed, Allgaier. You want to brake check me in the turn? I'll get you back clean, so there we go. Now we're up here in the pack. Whoa. We have to race with a sense of urgency. And you can see up there, Kenseth has quite a lead on everyone. And we are on fresher tires than every single person except the cars that are a lap down. And look at that, Casey Mears kind of got loose or was wiggling. I don't know what he was doing, but I reacted and it made me lose all my momentum. So hope you're happy, Casey. I'm so much faster than these cars. It's got to be the tires. I don't know why nobody pitted. I'm so surprised at that. I don't want to get into something crazy there, so I'm going to come back up. Yeah, that would have ended up being bad. We're going 3 wide. Racing, you can see that we're about to get some 3 wide stuff going here if I'm going to keep forcing the issue. And there's Danica. She's made her way to what appears to be a top 20, right? Yeah, it is. I think she is right around in 20th. Whoa.
Clear all around.
And this bottom is working. Everyone else seems to like kind of the higher side, the higher grooves. But we're running really well down low. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kyle Busch sliding back too. I had to worry about 2 things there. Just trying not to get pinched here by Danica. But Kyle, you can see him sliding straight back. Oh, here we go. I'm losing the car. Oh, baby. Yeah, I don't think Tony Stewart in real life would appreciate that very much. I slid right in front of him and cut him off. And look at this. Me and Danica are running this bottom line, and we're doing well. We're catching up to Kurt. Both in this race and in the standings. See if I can't give her I'm just gonna give her a bump here. That might not be a good idea. Oh, she's opening up the very bottom. I'm gonna try to get it here. Try to get around Danica. And this is for the position in standings because we're tied. We're tied. Neither one of us got any bonus points that I'm aware of. So, and Jeff Gordon's still up there in second, trying to run down Kenseth. And he's closed the gap a little bit. Looks like. And we are back up to 12th. So everything worked out okay. So taking tires was definitely the smart decision because we would have been screwed. We would have started falling back if we kept those tires on. And now we have better tires than everyone. So not only did I get all the track position back, my car is just in a better, in a better situation in general. Under Logano, driver, I do not care much for. Clear him there. And here we go. Trying to get past Kurt Busch, the points leader. Looks like we got him. This low line is just where... Oh, no. Oh, no. Too much brake. And now I'm sliding up the track. Okay. That was bad. Lost a lot of momentum. Oh, I didn't want him to give up there, but alright.
Got 10 laps left. 10 to go.
10 to go, right here.
Clear.
We're right in the thick of it, so. Oh, man. Almost coasted into Truex. Oh, baby. Yeah, that was a little awkward there. That could have went badly. No, I don't want to go 3 wide there. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Woo! Some fun racing here, boys. And now Gordon has completely closed that gap up there. He's on Kenseth's bumper. And you can see him kind of sliding around looking for a way to attack him. My car is getting a little hard to handle in the middle of that turn there. And Gordon moves to the bottom. I'm commentating the race for the lead. Oh man, this is... I mean, I want to get up here and race with them, but man, this is entertaining to watch. That's my drive. Oh, no. Oh my God. My car completely. Oh man, that's gonna be tough to recover from right there. Whew. And Gordon, things did not go well for him. He's up there riding the wall. Lost his, not only was he racing for the lead and he lost that chance, he's now in 3rd, so he lost 2nd to Keselowski. But now he gets under Keselowski. And I think I need to pay attention to my race. Oh boy. Crazy stuff. Gonna have 6 to go at the line. Oh, buddy. And at this point, I do not want to caution. Because we know that caution is going to mean some weird stuff that I'm not ready to handle. I don't know how they're going to restart. I don't know how I'm going to handle the brake checks up here. I don't know how it'll fare for me. But we are in the top 5, so not only are we in position to definitely make good on our goal to finish in the top 10, we're now in the top 5 with 5 laps to go. We got to race for this win, though. And you've got teammates here in Casey Kane and Gordon. I'm an independent driver. Jackson Racing, so. But you might as well say I'm teammates with Jeff Gordon. I'm moving under him. He comes down. Is he going to try to get in front here? I'm not sure what to do. I don't know if we're clear here. Oh, no. Sliding up the track here. Now I'm giving up a chance to Kane. Look at that little cross. That crossover worked earlier. And it works again on Kane. Oh no. No! There's a spin. Come on. Don't throw the yellow. This will end under caution. I don't want this race to end under caution. It's only 2 to go. So there's a spin, but it's not bringing out the yellow. And we've got some insane racing going on. I've got to get up high here. Oh, Keselowski moves up and he stops my momentum. Oh no, Gordon. I thought I was going to run into Gordon's back. Yeah, Keselowski, you can just go away. I'm not going to let him back in here. White flag, and we're all racing. All the top 4 have a legitimate shot at winning this race. I don't have the bottom there. I've got to come up with a move here. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do to try to get this lead. I don't know. I don't know. We've got the bottom. I'm driving. Uh-oh. We're going to get Kenseth. Gordon goes to the lead. I'm going to go to the bottom here. I'm going to ride on the apron. I don't know what happened. I'm wrecking. Oh. Sorry, Kane. Wow. What a race. Gonna let all these drivers come through here. Oh, man. That was insane. I guess Gordon won. I don't even think I need to say that we need to watch this over. I'm not even mad that I lost. That was insanely fun. Oh boy, oh my god, this went horribly. His car was destroyed. We've got Allmendinger up here. Casey Kane's car is trashed. I knew his car was going to take some damage. My bad. Oh boy. See, how much damage did we get? We didn't really get that much. We came out okay, but man, it looked like a massacre took place there. And here's Busch. His car is limping across the backstretch. I'm sorry. Hey, that's my bad. That is my bad. Now let's check and see how everyone finished. Jeff Gordon takes home the win. The Jackson taking home second. The crazy finish. Matt Kenseth. I think that between us three, there was maybe from first to third, there was maybe 0.2 of a second difference. So this was just completely wild. I don't know how close Keselowski was. We're going to have to check. Kane got a top 5. I tore up his car there, but I just lost control of my car. So Joey Logano 7th, Martin Truex Jr. 8th, Paul Menard 9th, Eric Almirola 10th. Let me get in the pit here. Kurt Busch is in 11th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 12th. So Kurt Busch, points leader. I think that I've made up enough points here, unless he got some bonus points that I don't know of. And still, even with them, I think I should have the points lead over Busch. I don't know where Patrick finished, so we'll have to check that out. Junior 12th, Jeff Burton 13th, Denny Hamlin 14th, Tony Stewart 15th, so a good finish for Stewart, who's not done well thus far this year. Jamie McMurray in 16th, Kevin Harvick in 17th, Kyle Larson in 18th, and Danica Patrick ended up with the top 20, 19th. I will pull ahead of her, so from what I can tell here, I'm going to have a points lead, baby, which is awesome to get that points lead back. And there's Allgaier. Vickers 20th, Carl Edwards in 21st, Trevor Bayne in 22nd, Stenhouse Jr. 23rd, Kyle Busch, who took some damage at the end, kind of looked depressed the way he was driving so slowly with this torn up car. I kind of felt bad. He got 24th, so not a great finish for him. Biffle 26th. Let's see if we see any good names here. Jimmy Johnson 41st. Ryan Newman. He must have been the spin at the end of the race. He must have been, because he finished 42nd. Ambrose 43rd. So the back three are all, pretty decently well-known drivers here. Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman, Ambrose, all were involved in accidents. Luckily, they were just single car accidents. A bunch of people didn't get taken out. And how did my rival do? He got 30th. So yeah, Justin, how about that? Let's go ahead and check out the ending of this race, because it was just insane. Let's go. I don't know. That was not a hard break. That was just fun. That was insane, honestly. Oh, do we get to see what happened here at the end too? Oh, that's good. That was my bad. Oh my god. Alright. I came up and bumped Gordon. This is just crazy. Because, I was trying to get off the apron, but there's not much I could do here. Hold on a second. Let's see it from no, not Keselowski. Let's see it from Kane's view here. So he does that. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, everyone's stopped and people finishing the... Oh, man, that's just brutal right there. So, okay, now we know what happened. Let's get to the real entertainment now, though. And let's go back to me. We got to see this finish. This was just insane. This was amazing. All right, so let's just kind of see how this went. So I kind of hung here for quite a while, here in third and fourth, hanging back here. And Keselowski kind of got forced up, and it didn't work out too great for him. I was trying to get under Gordon there, but I saw he was coming down, and then my car got tight, so went straight up. And this is where I said I've got to figure out something to do here, because I've got to get around 2 cars. And it turns out that Gordon was the winner there. I get up and almost bump him, because I was just driving the tires off the car at that point. And I know the only chance I have to pass Gordon is on the bottom. I almost get it, almost, not quite, but it was pretty close. See if we can't get a blimp view here. Whoa, what the? That wasn't a good. The cars are not showing up. That sucks. I am in the grass. That is how crazy this got. Hold on, maybe we can. See if we get a left side view here. All right. So I'm at the finish line there. So let's see how close this really was. Can't really see there. Sky, it's kind of hard to see there too, but it's about a car length. So he won by a car length. And Kenseth back here somewhere. Where is he? Kenseth was awfully close to getting there. He was about a car length and a half behind me. How close was Keselowski? This was just a really close race, though. I mean, look at that. Just look at this picture right here. That is amazing, seeing that. You've got Gordon going across, all this craziness just going on. Austin Dillon had a beautiful view of it. Looks like he had his hands full with Logano, though. But held him off for, I guess, a 6th place finish. Yep, so that is the end of this race. And let's go ahead and see the point standings. Alright, so I do have a lead in the points. And Matt Kenseth with a really good finish there. He moves up to 2nd. Behind him is Kurt Busch. So Kurt Busch lost 2 positions. Joey Logano in 4th, hanging in there. And Danica Patrick is in 5th, still in the top 5. So Danica Patrick did well. Casey Kane in 6th. Paul Menard 7th. Kyle Busch 8th. Brad Keselowski 9th. Kyle Larson in the top 10 in points. Denny Hamlin in 11th. Allgaier, my enemy right now, is in 12th. So he didn't have a good race, but he's actually doing pretty well. Jamie McMurray in 13th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 14th. Kevin Harvick in 15th. Cole Witt in 16th. And Jeff Gordon makes a huge jump, and that should not come as a surprise with a win here. He was in, I believe, 33rd. I don't know if you guys remember from the last point standings that I did, but I think he was in 33rd, so that would be a 16-point jump. A 16-position jump in points. That puts him back in contention here. I'm glad that he won. That was just so much fun. You know, it's kind of your dream to race with your idols like that. You know, obviously I'm not going to be able to do that in real life, so. But that was a lot of fun. That was just amazing. But Gordon with the win. I take the points lead. It was a great, great day. I came into Las Vegas kind of worried about how things would go. Worried if I would be able to finish. But luckily, I have continued my early streak of not wrecking to 3 races, and I'm very happy about that. I'm glad I've been able to finish every race on the lead lap thus far and keep it entertaining for you all. I had a ton of fun, like I said, so thank you for watching this crazy race, and as always, peace.